Wow. This is my type of road. All the trees like No. Oh wow. Oh, that dog is beautiful.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel of the slowest poster in the world. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you to my new subscribers. Today I'm obviously doing my usual little just gonna tell you about the video that I'm about to present to you, which is the abandoned buildings of Elphinstone Tower and Dunmore Castle. I was so excited for these places, let me tell you. But I'm also gonna tell you a little bit, I guess, about what I've been up to, because I don't really do that anymore. I'm not I don't keep you updated. I don't do anything. I live with my mom. So we're gonna start with that. I live with my mom still. I just got back from my second trip to England. I went for just over 3 weeks and it was the most amazing time ever. You can see little video clips and stuff on my TikTok and obviously photos I've been posting on my Instagram, and I've been trying to post photos more to my Patreon as well. I went to London, Camden Market for the first time with my friend Hannah. That was amazing. I got to just see all my friends that I made while I was in England. And that meant, honestly, the world to me. The reason I did go was because I got invited to a wedding of one of the people I worked with at Blue Banana. His name was Leighton. His fiance, now wife, name was Charlotte, and they reached out to me and invited me to the wedding, and I was ecstatic. Obviously, I booked my tickets right away. I didn't really care about debt or my financial situations at all, so I just kind of went gung-ho for it, and it was just incredible. I don't know, I didn't even do anything crazy. I went to the Museum of Curiosities in Nottingham, which I think those pictures are on Patreon. If not, they're gonna be coming, but I'm pretty sure I posted them all to Patreon already. And it was just a lot of taxidermy and kind of weird stuff, but it was right up my alley. I was in love with that. I just got to experience a lot of things that I didn't before, but within the town that I lived in, Coventry, and it was just, I got some new ear piercings. I got a ring. I got this Wednesday shirt. I had birria tacos for the first time. Oh my God, I'm sorry. The birria tacos were 10 out of 10, top tier. So worth the wait of trying those. I was like, oh my gosh. And then obviously I had a Korean corn dog while I was in Camden Market. And I just did a lot of little random shopping and got my friends little gifts and stuff that I brought back. I've already eaten all of my favorite chocolates and muffins and stuff that I brought back with me from England. I've only been home for 2 weeks. I ate it all. And legitimately, very true fact, I gained 10 pounds in my 3.5 weeks in England, which I was totally okay with. I ate all my favorite things. I had Greg's every single day, basically. I had tons of vegan sausage rolls, tons of little pastries, and just all my favorites. All my favorites. Went to my favorite pasta pizza restaurant place and had the lasagna. Oh my God, the lasagna at Zizi's is top tier to me. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite lasagna in the whole entire world. I also got to see some family, my auntie and uncle, who I love very much, and they take care of me like I'm just their own, and they're very hospitable. They do that with anybody that visits, but they made me feel so welcome from day one. So getting to spend as much time with them as I did while I was there was truly amazing. But on to today's video is in Scotland. I went there after Cumbria. I went to Edinburgh, had some time there, stayed at a couple different Airbnbs because I totally messed up my dates and ended up in Edinburgh for a whole extra week or something with no plans. I was what do I do? And then I reached out to taxi drivers and I completely planned everything else that I was doing. I reached out to, this might be a little difficult for me to go back in my head. Give me one moment. So the last video posted on my channel is a hotel review in Linlithgow. Linlithgow was my stop between Edinburgh and Airth Castle, another castle I was staying at solely because it was on the haunted list. I ended up finding like historical landmarks that like were abandoned buildings like between those two locations. So when I booked my taxi driver, his name was Gordon, he was awesome. I was like, is there any chance I can book you for a few hours so I can go to these abandoned places? Like, would you be willing to just like chill at your vehicle or like come back and pick me up, like whatever's easiest? And he was like, yeah, no problem. He even called me like the day before and asked if he could bring his brother so that he had company. And I was like, yeah, totally. And it was like an old taxi van, like not quite a minivan, but kind of minivan style. I can't like quite remember it because it has been a while now, hence the slowest video editor poster girl ever. But essentially him and his brother, they pick me up at this hotel in Linlithgow. And let me tell you, this was just such a good day for me. I can't put it totally into words because I was so scared, so incredibly scared going into the second location. I wasn't that far away from the car, but you're in a foreign country where you don't know what the risks are. Like when I'm in an abandoned mine, I know what my risks are. When I'm in Canada in general, I know like bears, cougars. You know what areas to be scared of people, you know what areas to be scared of the animals. And an abandoned castle-like building, house, thing, manor, turns out, in the Scotland forest that isn't like deep enough to be considered like full forest. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if the ground would be weak and there was a chance. And I'm also very scared of the dark. I think we've covered this numerous times. I'm very, very scared of the dark. So, going into dark rooms of abyss definitely didn't do that. When I was at this location and my taxi drivers were waiting for me, I was very much in the mindset of it's okay because I can come back here another day with my friends and do this not alone and explore further. Obviously did not predict coming back to Canada as soon as I had. That is fine. I still hope to one day go back to this location to see more because I did not go into like any of the rooms. This is a really cool place and I'm proud of what I did see and I think you guys will like what I have to show kind of thing, but I massively, massively regret not seeing more. So the drive from Linlithgow to the now permanently closed Airth Castle Hotel is actually only 20 minutes, but obviously booked them for a few hours. It looked like this place was like just another little road away. We drove back and forth quite a few times thinking this was not the road because it was just this old rickety dirt potholey kind of road. It kind of looked like a just shitty driveway to a farm, to be honest. Not only did this man drive up and down bumpy, dirty roads for me in like over 30-degree weather, because this was during a heat wave. He waited for me while I headed into the bushes of Scotland. The next day, this man literally saved my butt. And then again the following day, because the next adventure I had planned was immensely affected by this heat wave and the train's abilities during this time. And I was borderline all of a sudden in a stranded-like situation. Not stranded, like I knew where I was. I knew like I could have figured it out. But he was available, came, picked me right back up, took me on like a tour, like drove me around and just showed me things that I wouldn't have seen at all otherwise. And then the next morning, he picked me up from that same next hotel and took me to a train station, like early in the morning. Like, this man literally did so much for me. He even took a photo of me for me, walking down like the dirt road, coming back from my like little adventure in the forest. He sent it to me on WhatsApp. So I do have that photo saved somewhere. So if I have it, I'm gonna post it right now because like, thank you, Gordon, for that. You're awesome. I like, honestly, because I'm such a slow editor, you know, I have no idea if people that are in my videos are like ever gonna see them, because I don't know if they'll even remember it enough themselves to like look it up. But like, Gordon, if you see this, I think about you all the fucking time and you're fucking awesome. Like, thank you. Thank you for everything you did. Thank you for everything you showed me. Every little tour, the steam train, everything. Everything you did. You were the best. Thank you. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you guys the little bit of footage and photos I did get of my little personalized tour with Gordon. But I just want to say that if at any point during this video you are enjoying it or you like my vibe, don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to click subscribe, because I post so little that you will forget I exist. So you need a notification next time I post a video. That's plain and simple, because the next one is wicked. I got a personalized tour at a haunted castle by the cutest little Scottish man named Hugh, and I loved him so much. So that's gonna be the next video. So you definitely do not want to miss that whenever that happens. I'm hopefully working on it like right now as you guys are watching this, to be honest. So for now, let's just hop into a little bit of history on the Elphinstone Tower and the Dunmore Park House. Elphinstone Tower is a ruined tower house, once known as Elphinstone Castle, that originally dated back to the pre-16th century. It was originally built by Sir John Elphinstone and purchased by John Murray in 1754, the son of the 3rd Earl of Dunmore. 2 years later, its name was changed to Dunmore, and not too far away is the famous Dunmore pineapple, a gift that Lord Dunmore built for his wife as a birthday present in 1761, kind of made to be like almost a summer home for the family. In the 1820s, any previous additions to the tower were demolished to make space for the church, which is sited next door. The tower was then restored and remodeled to be a family burial vault, which is what you will see in my video. The family left in 1911, leaving the tower to rot, and the church was demolished in the 1960s. There are still plots of graves that you can see on the property. Though of course still standing, you can see the damage that has been done to this tower from years of storms and just natural decay to the stone.
It looks like it's just like the sky, but the tower is like right there behind the trees. And I think I'm on the wrong path. I think I came that way, but we're gonna come back this way. Wow. Seriously, best taxi driver ever, you guys. And just so y'all know, we're in Scotland. Elphinstone Tower. Elphinstone? I think that's how you say it. I might be missing a letter or two. But like, oh my god. That's crazy. There's like a iron lined fence there. That's kind of trippy. Seriously, my taxi driver is like the best freaking taxi driver in the world. He's like literally bushwhacking in his van to get me to these freaking locations, and I'm ecstatic about it. I'm like, wow. So thy will be done. Oh my god, this is spooky vibes. Okay, so this is Elphinstone Tower. I know nothing about it. It's just, it was on the map and I was like, well, let's go. And it looks, we're gonna go in just like a little bit. Hello? Ooh. Hello? Okay. It's funny, the guy's like, don't get hurt by a ghost. And I was like, oh, I won't. And then he's like, do you want to go with her? And his friend's like, his brother's like, no. Okay, so it's actually super dark in here, which tells me I should maybe have brought my flashlight. But we do have a flashlight on this. So torch it up. I have no idea what... Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This looks like storage for bodies, and that's creepy as hell. I'm not here to interrupt anything. I'm just wanna... Oh, that's it. Okay. So it's literally just a tower. That is spooky though. It's freaking cold in there. Okay. So that's Elphinstone Tower. So, okay, we will do some research on this for you guys just to find out what it is. My main point of origin is the Dunmore house, which is going to be a bit farther of a walk for me. But like, wow. So this is like a power vlog for you guys, just because I feel so bad that these guys are like bushwhacking for me. I'm like, I wasn't expecting it to be this kind of like drive, and I'm really sorry. They're like, it's fine. We're like, wow. Who would have thought that the taxi drivers would take me to abandoned stuff? This is exciting. Okay, so we're gonna take some pictures, and thanks for being part of today's vlog. It's gonna be erratic. So obviously that was a little bit of, I don't know, erratic footage. I don't know, me just kind of panicked filming, not having any idea what I'm looking at or any clue as to the history of the tower that I am staring at or attempting to walk in either. It was very, very dark in there, and seeing those, the burial vault, like I obviously knew what it was, but I didn't know for sure, and that was definitely a little spooky. It was definitely interesting to be reading up on that and confirm that that's what it was. I was like, huh, cool beans. So let's get into the Dunmore Park house, the reason for this stop, the abandoned place that was going to just be my abandoned place that I didn't go with anybody else. It was interesting. My first alone abandoned place, I think, in England. Scotland though. So Scotland. Used to refer to the estate of the Earls of Dunmore. Dunmore Park was built between 1820 and 1825. George Murray, the 5th Earl of Dunmore, had it commissioned by famous architect William Wilkins, who was well known for his designing of the National Gallery, University College London, and some of the buildings for a few of the Cambridge colleges, which I also, that is a place I went to on my last trip there, and Cambridge was so cute. Oh my gosh, the buildings there are incredible. Just saying, go to Cambridge. This building was partially demolished in 1972 to remove most of the roof, the ceilings,
stairs and floors of the upper floors. The floors to the upper floors that no longer exist. I have to say that reading up on the history of the building and what is left there is really disheartening and makes me not mad, but a little sad that I let my fear get the best of me. Obviously, nobody wants their fear to get the best of them. When it comes to the dark and the unknown and spiders, I will always often let my fear get the best of myself. And we really shouldn't do that. So like, be strong. Kick your fear in the butt, okay? Don't do what I do, which is to not do things. There's so much to explore there, as you'll see, but for me, I was feeling so many different feelings. I felt like I was on a timer, and to be honest, I don't think I had checked the time when I walked in there, so my amount of time was completely lost. I knew I wanted to get photos, and I was feeling so anxious, so incredibly anxious, because again, it was very unknown. I didn't know if anything could happen. I think I also didn't want to risk the taxi driver just leaving. And I really don't think he would, like, especially now. Once I got to know him, obviously there was no way he was going to just take my luggage and ditch on me kind of thing. But you can't help but wonder those kind of things. So every time I heard a sound, I was so scared. This place is known to be haunted. And there I am alone in the forest and I don't know what to expect. And I was just like, just get some footage and leave. Just get some footage and leave. So again, hopefully we will go back one day. I will bring some friends and we'll go on a road trip. Maybe we'll rent a vehicle. Get Dan to drive or something. I think they would like that place. I was also extremely overheated from that heat wave. Like, I know in the footage, you just hear me breathing. I'm like, it's not because I was that much out of shape. I had been doing like a decent amount of walking. It was the heat. It was so incredibly hot and I was dying, and I'm like, oh God, it was just awful. Driving with all windows down, just hoping for the best of life, you know? I was trying to look up like specific reasons that the Dunmore house would be haunted. Google didn't really give me much. They didn't even have one of those like AI generated responses for it or anything. I guess it would make sense that there was probably deaths there over the years. But all I could really find is that ghost hunters do claim to say that it's haunted. They say it's haunted. And there was one ghost hunter who did hear a voice while he was there investigating. I don't know how much of an investigation this is. I don't know what paranormal investigator this is. I don't know if it's a small channel, big channel. I just know that's what the internet told me. You can see that this building was an extravagant home with corridors and rooms and just immense beauty. I would have loved to see it full and back in the day when it was new and gorgeous. Like those are the kind of things that, as much as I love them abandoned, I love abandoned buildings, it would be incredible to go back in time just to see what it looked like for a day. And Google also did say that it was, once the family had moved out and stuff, that it was used as a girls' school for a short period of time, but I believe it's been fully abandoned since 1964. Oh, and one little like random thing, it's made of sandstone. So totally forgot to mention that, sandstone, which I just thought was kind of cool. A house of sandstone.
Oh, there's a trail. Okay, maybe we'll try this one. It really... Maybe I should have asked them to come with me. says I'm like a 1-minute walk away. God, there's so much mud. It's got to be like there. It is hot in these Scotland forests. Gotta be getting closer. Oh, it's like right there, I think. Be a part of it. Oh shit, you guys. Hello? Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. So this apparently is one of the filming locations of Outlander, which I've never actually seen. But like, holy shit. Oh my God. Hello? If anyone's here, I'm not here to impose or anything. I just don't want to startle you. Oh my God, you guys. Wow. Old fireplace there. I'm sorry for like my heavy breathing. I'm a sweaty mess right now, but this is beautiful and wicked. Hello? It's like a turret. It's like rounded. Wow. Oh, I like that graffiti. It is so pretty. Oh, I can't go in there. Okay. That's interesting. So there's like a little doorway kind of in there. So like if you go on Google and search this place, there's a picture like almost like down one of these kind of corridors. And it's like just these two like rogue lambs or sheep. Wow. Guys, this is freaking amazing. Ooh. Oh, more of those cubes. Because I'm alone and Google does talk about how this building's like massively falling apart. I'm not gonna go into too many of these like places just because it is a risk And yes, I'm with like taxi drivers, but they're like a 10-minute walk out onto the road now. My flashlight doesn't even light it up in here, you guys. Jesus. Hello? It's just like pitch black everywhere. Okay, I need to come back here with like Dan and Zahir and Eli. Like, guys, we gotta do an adventure, a proper adventure. This is like gonna be my best day ever in Scotland, I think. We got an abandoned place. We get a personalized tour of a haunted castle. Why did I say tours? Tour. Tour. So apparently this was used in like the first episode or first season of Outlander. And like apparently it was like a World War I or World War II scene. Again, I have not seen Outlander, you guys. But people were telling me like, oh, are you gonna go see like Outlander stuff? I'm like, I don't know. And now I did. I just didn't expect to. I don't know if I should walk up there. Ah. Jesus Christ. Oh, I literally just walked all the way around because I came from there. It's a wee bit hot. Just be happy, bro. I'm trying, bro. Ooh, spiders. I will say that, like, when the wind comes and these, like, leaves scrape up against, like, is it a castle or was it a house? It's like a little maze. Be careful when walking in places like this, you guys. Wow. This is just amazing. Oh shit, a bird. Is this where I came from? Yeah. I'm so sweaty that when I take photos, I like leave a nice little greasy print on my camera screen. Wow. I am so ecstatic to have come here. Thank you, random humans, for taking me to this place. See, like, there's plenty of stairs. It just seems like they're all knocked out. Probably to prevent people from, like, doing risky stuff. But it could just be that they were that old that they actually collapsed, too. But, like, it seems sometimes, like, things like that are, like, purposely knocked down just so that, like, people can't get hurt and, like, do crazy things. Oh, wow. Hot, sweaty mess, hot, sweaty mess. I should get an actual. You can see me. This place was huge, you guys. Huge. Nice. Stenny boys. All right, guys, that was our little mini tour of the Dunmore house. Oh, that's the side I was on. Okay. Wow. I'm so happy I got to see this, you guys. Thank you for joining me. I realized I didn't do really a proper intro or outro or anything, so you can't see it anymore, but like, I forgot to clear off my camera lens in the car. Okay, if any of that footage is shoddy, it's because I forgot to clean my camera lens and I don't have a wipe with me, so I'm really sorry. Wow. There's like a wall here. And then like this bit here that was, I think, a wall as well. That is wicked. I'm so happy. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, the random little vlog style explore video of just me in the Scotland forest being scared, but also, and like that weird like wooing sound. I don't really know how to explain it, but like that was kind of spooky. Let me know if you know what bird that might be or if it was just something spooky. If you like this video, don't forget to give that like button a click for me. Feel free to check out my Instagram, stuff like that. And yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, and enjoy this last little just like ending bit of footage of my little tour around with Gordon, my favorite taxi driver. Chris was really great too. Chris was awesome. But yeah, Chris and Gordon, two amazing taxi drivers, both in Scotland. Again, I hope you like this video. I hope you have a fantastic day, whatever day of the week it is that you are watching this on. Lots of love. Mwah. Bye. This is my type of road. All the trees like No. Short season of seeing all the green.
No, I mean the lights are changing.
Oh. Oh wow.
This place supposedly has a ghost. She's called the White Lady.
The White Lady?
The White Lady. And can't actually tell you the history of it, but if you were to Google Kinneal House, White Lady,
It'll
you
have it
might be
on.
able to tell you about it.
Oh, that dog is beautiful.
But people do say they see or hear her jumping out. She jumped out one of these windows. Something about her, you know. And all this area around about it. I could actually probably take it up and think about it. The reason I'm stopping here is, the story is, I picked a lady up from a house near here one time, and we were going along, and she was telling me, she said that she was going to work one day, and she took a friend, giving a friend a lift, and as we were driving along here, the friend said, "Oh, who's that in the field over there?" And they sort of looked, and there was this little old lady going along, bending down, putting something in a big basket on her back. Sort of thing you would see in an old story or something.
Yeah.
And so they just saw this figure and they thought no more about it. On they went. And it just so happened a few days later, the mother of one of these ladies went to a sort of women's guild meeting. Yeah.
Oh.
Just that's that sort of thing that women go to a monthly meeting.
Yeah.
Sit around.
Like a book club or something, but
And at this particular meeting, the woman from this estate, the House of the Bins, so it says the House of the Bins, the woman who lives here was doing a talk on the history of the House of the Bins.
oh,
And in amongst the talk about, I don't know what the talk was about, but gabbling on about all sorts of things, she then turned to, and I must tell you about the ghosts that we have. And she said, well, we have the stick picker lady. Yes, she's a little old lady that goes around and picking up sticks and puts them in a basket on her back. She's seen from time to time.
oh wow.
The mother phoned her daughter straight away. I've just found out who it was you saw.
I know who the lady
It was
is now.
The stick picker lady. I've just been told about it by the woman that runs the place. So there you go. Look out for the little old lady picking up sticks. And they also have a headless horseman who charges around with his head under his arm.
Yeah. The typical like headless horseman story.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the lady either. I keep looking. Every time
You kind of glance by just in
scan
case.
round just to see. You never know.
Wow.
You can visit it.
I know that you're curious, I know that you're strong,
I've never been.
but life can be furious and things can go wrong. You go,
Yeah, Kelpie is a
better off
mythical.
tomorrow, but who knows,
So
who
on the stair, you
knows,
had all the uniform on.
enjoy
the
your
outfit.
sorrow.
No,
Oh wow.
no, it's nothing like that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Really?
Stay true to that
Wow.
fire in your heart and your soul.
They give it to English.
Don't trade your desire in what you can't control.
When the railway
We
opened
fly,
up
we
between
fly.
Glasgow and Edinburgh, it was called called Edinburgh and Glasgow Railway Company, and this shed stood at Haymarket in Edinburgh, and at that time the line only went as far as Haymarket, didn't go through to the Waverley. So basically this was the shed in 1842 that was actually built in Haymarket. Now it stayed there for many years, and when eventually in British Rail's day they wanted rid of it, so we got it here. So that's where this big shed came from. So it's been around since 1840 odd.
So when you
1840.
first came here, that was when Bowness was on the main system, and this was
the Bowness.
Because I thought the Bowness railway station was along.
Yeah,
at the
the
other
Bowness railway station was along further along,
Aye,
just
aye.
round that bend there.
More.
And this here was just sidings and what have you.
Alright.
This was a big log pool, in fact, it's full of water and there were logs floating in it and that. So when they're looking for somewhere to operate the railway, then they managed to get this bit. The only reason the railway remained, they shut the station there, I think in about the 1950s, I think it was 54 or something. That was the last passenger service from Bowness. Used to go up to Polmont and then you would change there and get a train elsewhere. But it kept open because the colliery along there, Kinneil Colliery, operated, and that still worked until about into the, I don't know, maybe into the 80s or something. And then when it shut, that was when we got the chance to say, right, we'll take this over, try and save the line. I mean, the signal box there came from outside Glasgow.
Very good. I must tell you, this was in Outlander as well. I know you're not an Outlander fan, but there's a little part of this film where you'll see this in it.
Just this area?
Yeah, they're running
okay.
it down here.
Seems I'm following Outlander and Mary Queen of Scots everywhere.
You've been down to Blackness Castle,
We
yeah?
have, I just took it down.
He
She's
took me there.
not an Outlander fan, she's never
I know.
seen it.
No.
I just
We're the
mention
same,
it.
we are. I'm the
There's
same.
a lot of our friends, I think, are Outlander fans, so you can tell them. I've been there.
But there was also a film called The Railway. The Railway something. It was about a guy who was in a Japanese prisoner of war camp. There was a film made of it. Anyway, somebody ends up getting hung from a bridge, and they actually filmed it there, that footbridge there.
Oh, really?
Not an actual hanging.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
This lady's into
Just the
ghosts.
fake.
Have you got any ghosts? Yeah.
Not here, no. I know of any.
I think she's a ghost chaser.
Well, they talk about you go up to Stirling jail.
The Stirling jail.
Just before you go into Stirling Castle there, there's a ghosts in there seemingly. They were on the TV recently.
I definitely got to go to Stirling Castle.
So I've just been told there's a train coming in.
There's a train due in a minute, the signal's dropped,
we might
and
as
it's
well,
going back out at 2:15.
We might as well wait to see that coming.
I know that you're curious, I know that you're strong, but life can be curious and things go wrong. You go, better luck tomorrow, but who knows if you get joy or sorrow.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Stay true to that fire in your heart.
Oh, wow.
Don't
Is it very Harry
your
Potter?
Sit down in it for a minute.
what you can't control.
Oh, wow. This is squishy.
Try so hard
Wow.
to get
You don't get that score real negative.
No, definitely not. Oh, my gosh.
but not forever.
Sit down again.
Oh. Yeah.
But we do open coaches with first class as well. They're not on this train, but they've got just 2 seats, just like the armchairs. And then
There's things in life you simply need to know. But sun and rain and trust in letting go. It takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wandering before you make it safely to the end. The end. The end. Don't say you're ridiculous, you're not even close. Don't wish for indifference, you're not one of those. We fall, but we always rise up through it all. We get a little wiser,